of questions about dog trackers and what are the dog trackers that we use for Skye and Copper. So today we're going to take you guys through the Weenect Dogs GPS, which is one of the leading dog trackers on the market at the moment, especially for people who are living in Europe like us. So we're going to run through how the device works, what features the device has, what the app looks like, and what benefits it can bring to you and your dogs, and why we like the Weenect Dog GPS. So let's get down to it, and we're going to take you through our review of this particular dog tracker. And as you can see, we have one here as well. And the first thing that I should say about it is that it's the world's smallest dog tracker. So I know Skye, she's been wearing it all week and she hasn't really had any issues with it at all because it's so light. She doesn't even really notice it's on her collar. So that's definitely one of the big advantages of it that we've encountered so far this week, because Skye is usually very sensitive to anything that's touching her. And we were kind of worried that she wouldn't like having a GPS tracker on her collar, but she hasn't noticed it at all. So when you order your Weenect and it comes in the post, this is what you will receive. And as you can see, the first thing is the actual dog tracker itself, and it's extremely light and it's extremely small as well. And we've used some other trackers in the past, and this is by far the smallest one that we've encountered. And I guess that's one of the USPs to the Weenect Dogs GPS, is just how small it is. And we spin it over, you can see that it comes with a charging unit. So this is the charging unit here, and the Weenect just connects in like that. You'll notice that you also have a cable that you just plug in. So you connect it in here, and then you just connect this end to a plug. So it also has this silicone tracker holder. So you just slot the tracker in like this. Make sure that the outer bit is all covered, like that. So it's just simple to thread the collar through like this, and now it's attached to her collar. And Skye, you ready for the tracker to come on you? And then you come on, Skye, good girl, good girl. And then you just connect it like this, obviously put the collar on, and you can see the tracker is here, right here. So Skye doesn't really notice it's on her at all. She's been wearing it all week and she's been very happy with it on. So as you can see, the Weenect is now on Skye's collar. To turn it on, you simply hold this down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. There's the vibration, and now it is on. So the thing with the Weenect is there is a yellow light, there is a blue light, and there's a red light. And I'm going to take you through what all those lights mean. This flashing yellow light means that the device is trying to find a mobile connection. Now, it keeps flashing for us because we live in a countryside cottage that has extremely thick walls and our reception isn't very good in the first place. So to turn it off, you just hit the main button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then it should switch off. There was a vibration there, and as you can see now, it's switched off. So we're outside in the British countryside, and of course it's raining. But we're going to switch on the Weenect now. So I'm going to hold it down for 3 seconds. 2, 3. Okay, so it's on. Now you can see the yellow light is flashing. It's trying to get the mobile connection. Nice big drop in it. The Weenect is also waterproof, which is great for us out here in the countryside. So you can't see, but the blue light has also flashed, which means there is a GPS connection, which means Skye is now coming up on my phone. So you can use the vibrate for it to vibrate. So I hit vibrate and it's sending the message to vibrate, and it's vibrating right now, although you can't hear it. It's vibrating on Skye's collar. As you can see, it also shows where she is right now and where we are. You can also hit the ring. So it's ringing, sending the connection, sending the signal. So that would obviously help you if you're out walking your dogs and you don't know where your dog has gone and it's very quiet, but say perhaps you're in the forest and you hit the ring. That would indicate to you where Skye or your dog is, or where Skye is in our case. So you can hear that sound again. You can also call, but that is your tracker would call your phone number. We won't do that right now. You can also set up a geofence. So we can add a fence here So you can type in, which I'm not going to do because I'm not going to put my address on the internet, but you can type in your address and then it will set up a fence. So you can see already there's one set up here, which is our home. So if Skye leaves the boundary of the home while her GPS is on, we will obviously get a notification to tell us that Skye isn't in the geofence, Skye isn't within the safe zone area. You can also do super live tracking, so it will tell you every 10 seconds for 5 minutes where Skye is. So say you have lost your dog and you want up-to-date notifications of where she is as you try to find her, you can enable this super live tracking feature. So when the red light is on here, it means that the charging unit is plugged into the mains, as you can see down here. So the next thing we need to do is put the device in the charging unit. So let me do that. So as you can see, the blue light is flashing, which means the tracker is connected properly. So right now the tracker is charging. So the app is easy to load. As you can see, this is what it looks like when you've logged in. You can enable super live tracking, so this keeps a close eye on where your dog is for a set period of time, and you can adjust that period of time. You can also see your alert history. You can use a compass to see where your dog is in relation to you. And you can also see a movement history, so you can check out where your dog has been if you haven't been with your dog at all times. So when talking about the Weenect, we have to look at some of the main points of the device, and perhaps the one that stands out the most is that it's the world's smallest dog GPS tracker. So as you can see, it's really small, it's very lightweight, and it doesn't bother Skye at all. They have 99% coverage of Europe, so whether you live in the UK or you're planning to travel around Europe, this GPS tracker should have coverage in most areas where you go. There are white zones where you won't get coverage on your GPS tracker, but you can usually tell those by looking at your phone and seeing do you have mobile coverage, and if there's no mobile coverage in the area, then that could be a potential white zone where your dog tracker won't work. So obviously use your common sense and perhaps don't let them off if you're worried that you're not going to be able to track your dog. Obviously it has the ring and vibrate features, which I've already showed you through the app, and we have shown you how it works. There's also the ability to add more than one pet to your app, so if you have 2 pets you can switch between the profiles and you're able to track both dogs at the same time. So you will need to get a subscription service to avail of all of Weenect's features, and that can range from £7.90 a month to £5 a month to £3.75 a month, depending on whether you go for the biannual, the annual or the monthly. So the price of the Weenect is £49.90, and you can buy it on their official website. And like I said already, you will need a subscription plan, so you'll need to work that into your budget to see which option is best for you. Overall, we really enjoyed using it, and I thought it was a really good GPS tracker. Skye noticed the vibration and the ring notifications, and I could imagine that with some more training she actually will get used to associating that feeling or that sound with a particular command, like coming back to me, rather than me actually having to call her back. I liked how lightweight it was, so that didn't really bother her at all, and I like the white design. It's not so much of an eyesore as some of the other dog trackers that I had previously seen. If you have any questions about the Weenect, feel free to write them in the comments below, and if I can answer them I will, or else I can direct you towards someone on the Weenect customer service team who can answer your questions about the device. So if you're looking for any more information on the Weenect, I've also reviewed it on my website hellobark.com, so you can head over there for a more detailed review. Otherwise, keep tuned on our Life with Klee Kai for a new post coming up this week, and if anybody has any video suggestions that they would like us to do or topics that they want us to cover, feel free to drop us a DM on Instagram, and hopefully this year we're going to get back into doing more regular YouTube videos, because over the past few months we've been really busy and I haven't been able to do these as much as I would have liked.